over the weekend, the Charity Cup finished. I might be a little biased as we talk through everything now. We'll explain later on.
Yeah.
But Global won overall, 3-1 win over Kaya.
Yeah.
9-win Kaya in the end.
Yes.
To win their second competition of the year. So they've got the double. Potentially treble with the UFL Cup later this year. So that could be a first. Eco, tell us about the Charity Cup. What was the concept? And how did it all work out?
Well, the concept was, it was the end of season tournament for the UFL, but they added a little spice to it by making it a charity cup, so that the 6 clubs, basically the top 6 clubs from the first division, joined the charity cup, and they had to name a beneficiary.
Yeah.
And of course, congratulations for Kaya who selected your foundation.
Yeah.
There's a number of foundations as well. Global got the Homeless World Cup. Meralco had the one Meralco, and there's also the other clubs that had their own foundations. But I have to give credit to both Global and Kaya for this. Instead of making it the prize money all for themselves, they decided to split it, so it benefits both either way. So the final was more of a who just wins the cup.
Absolutely, it's a really classy move, not least because it takes the pressure off the players too, because they really wanted to win because they know the charities. They both Global and Kaya have been to Payatas before and met the kids and either trained or helped renovate even the centre that we had. So it's a really nice move to take the pressure off the players in that way, absolutely. And NJ, a lot of the players that were fielded were very young. It was really nice to see that they put in a lot of inexperienced players from the under-17s and under-19s, so they would get that experience against some of the top players in the country. How do you think that went overall for those players?
I think it's a boost of confidence for the younger players because, just to be on that pitch, Rizal, and then playing with these,
Their idols.
Their idols, yeah. These professionals, and being able to go head to head with these guys, oh, I can do it. So
I forget the guy's name, the Global left winger. He skinned
Marco.
Sorry?
Marco Casambre?
The one who skinned Janrik Sariano.
John Kanayama, yeah.
Thank you. And then laid it off for Mark Hartman. He had a good game. Some of the kids had a really good game. You can see the progress and the potential that's in
And
it.
add to the fact that Global's 2 under 19 players were in fact 15 years old, and one of them almost scored a 4th goal for Global.
Yeah.
Which goes to show that, plus those 2, Marco Casambre and Martin Hopper, are also part of the under 16 national team that played in the AFF and also in the Fam Friends tournament. This goes to show that basically Coach Anto, basically you see that there's already a progress in the youth ranks, and not just for men, but also for men with the under 14s.
Absolutely, it's really nice to see really nice progress. What do you think would be the next step with that for next season?
I think I've been hearing that they might expand the competition and it'll be an annual thing, and probably to make it more competitive, they might do similar to what Singapore does. They invite clubs from overseas. Okay,
so like a Philippine Cup.
Yeah,
like a
something like that.
Cup, a replication. That'd be interesting. Okay, because one of the things I was thinking about was particularly in more developed leagues, they mix the cup and league season together. So you normally have a League Cup, an FA Cup, and a league, and it all goes on throughout the season. It really lengthens the season. Everyone gets more games.
But I think the problem with that, Roy, is that the fans who are following the teams might be confused. For 1 week they saw their. I think considering that we are still a growing football nation, they might easily get confused that we're playing the league and next they're playing a club. Basically, whoever a neophyte fan, except for us, we're regular football fans, so we know how to adjust properly. But considering, and also the teams that they field, they play in the cup and they decide to field a young squad compared to a more serious squad. Think, are these serious? Fans might think, are these serious? But I think gradually it will shift to a season similar to what the developed leagues are. I think this is just the first step, that you separate each competition, so the fans will always anticipate each end season.
Okay, fair enough. And NJ, for you, what do you think were the benefits of having the charity cup? Because it came about, well, only really this year. Obviously, this is the first one. But in terms of even the idea and the implementation of it was relatively recent.
I think they did really well. Like, people actually look forward to the games because these are the best six teams, and they played against each other last season. But then Pinoys are very we like the suspense of having the cup where it's like
drama.
you go up against each other. So I think that was a positive development for them.
Could be a good way to settle the league and playoff debate. Because I really don't want playoffs in a league. It's not right. It's not football. But I can understand why more people are used to it, especially here. But it's a good way to have something like that at the end of the season. So
But
it's also done really well.
I think the biggest news here is that finally we see the teams play in Rizal Stadium. I think it has been long. We've been waiting for the Rizal Stadium to be open, and
last decade it seems like.
Because there was no national team games here in Manila. The UFL. Almost more than a year, I think. March last year. And we had to settle for a less than full-size pitch in Emperador, which also yielded some interesting matchups. But it's
been great for the UFL, but
great.
It's not obviously big enough for international games.
So right now, watching, and you see teams trying to adapt to the larger result field than the Emperador. It poses a challenge for some of the teams because, especially for Global, who lost to Stallion in their first game of the semifinals. So I think they're just unfamiliar with the pitch, or I don't know, but I think
they also have youngsters on the field.
Yeah, but at least they were able to adapt well on the pitch. And of course, the fans. In terms of accessibility, it's better. Right? Probably 2 train rides or 1 FX ride.
It's about 12 different journeys in Paris. But for most fans, I understand.
Aside from the Emperor, you have to travel a long way. I think you have to train and try.
Yeah, it's very hidden away.
Yeah, it's inconvenient. But it's good to see that teams are playing in Rizal. I hope the UFL returns to Rizal for the next competition.
Yeah, it'd be great to see. There's a lot more fields now around that are available, and we can start looking into a bit more of the home and away style and feel of a league season, which would be great. And as you say, it was great to see the field as well. It was a really nice pitch, and we can make fun of Rizal and the PSC and everyone involved as much as normal. But in fairness, that pitch was really nice.
Right to the PFF as well for
pushing it.
Pushing it.
Yeah, absolutely. So congratulations to Global and also Kaya. Thank you to both of you guys from me, on a personal level. Great support, great show of unity in United Football League. And we look forward to the next one. We've got the UFL Cup later this year. Transfer news, big transfer news coming out, so we'll talk about that at some point. That's really interesting. So stay tuned. Follow us at FTW Sports for all the latest information, and let us know what you think about the Charity Cup.